It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
On the red. Hey, there's a touch.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence in the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Third down, Lawrence to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Well, we're already seeing his leg's going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
30 left.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. They get 7 on the run, but still 3rd and 13 to go.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
Season 24. Tomato. Take right open.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Smith start with a throw here. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's brought down at the line.
We get give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Smith. Trey Tucker makes the play. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
When you go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juice. They have been so hyped to get to this game.
And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking. Score stays at 6-0. Kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Give me a D. Give me an L. Give me an M. Give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock. And give me the key.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
On the red.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
6-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Hey, run!
Lawrence working from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
We've set it down from 37.
There we go, to the one. Finish it on. 49, flip it off, 49. Tuesday. There we go,
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Pass caught by Jack Bench. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Tootin now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 30 left. Son, it's on his hunt. Red.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. Looks attack. He's still going. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Season 24. Hey, Denver, top. Silver.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's got room to roam. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, I'm gone. Go. Hey, lion. Son, it's on his hunt. Hey, smash.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Rip, 23. Hey, tomato. Think right open. There we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. Gets forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Son, it's on his hunt.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's caught. He's got Brown. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal.
11. Silver.
Working inside the red zone. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little tacks on extra points. And the Jaguars get it back to within 6. Now is Cook to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Smith on 1st down. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him. Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Ready.
They send a man in motion. Shotgun snap to Smith. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 13-7 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. First carry here for Ashton Genty. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time to step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Smith to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. So that brings up 2nd down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Back to the air. It's Smith. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Play action. Here's Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Jack Besh on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And it can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line.
15-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
They'll work against the blitz. Short pass brought in. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
By Washington, left side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
On the red.
To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Red on red. Hey, ginger. That silver.
Out of the gun to give to ETN. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hey, go. Hey, tomato. That.
Now it's Lawrence. He's thrown deep to the left side. The defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He's got this at the 27. He's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Jaguars' 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Play fake. Here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the 1st half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Last play sent him back across midfield. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. Connects on the crosser. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give them 32 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Here we go.
On 1st down, here's Smith. It's a screen play to Genty. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Second and 3 now. give left side to Genty. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Third down now, Jaguars going nickel.
Hey, trio left. That's the rule. Hey, Tony. 397.
Air it out on third. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the first and goal.
Las Vegas, first down.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Here's Genty. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Ready. Ready, set.
From the gun, Smith. Brought in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes third and goal.
We're good. Whip.
Looking to throw, Smith. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders bump the lead up to 13 points. Kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
Red on red. 11. Hey, Soko, so high. Rig alert. Hey.
Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
It's second and goal at the 28-yard line.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Hey, run!
They'll throw. Third and long. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. Reaches the 40. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Rip, 23! Hey, Soko, hot.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Across the 20, continuing the work. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
All set now. First and 10.
Easy. Son, this is hot. Hey, kill. Hot.
From the red zone now. Ball is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a one-score game before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars get it back to within 6. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he's tackled for a short gain. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Dylan Laube on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. First play is going to be against Genty. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Smith. That's taken in by Tucker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. They can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Hey, here we go, hey. There goes.
Dive play straight ahead. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Smith to the air now. Looking slant route, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Giving this to Genty. He's still going at the 30. Down the left sideline he goes. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
They're going to try for 2. Smith getting his Raiders set.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try the toss, left side. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
Jaguars 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Tootin now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Thanks for 24.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Complete to his back, Tank Bigsby. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Easy, easy, easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Hey, Lion. Hey.
Here's ETN on 1st down. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. A stoppage now for an injured player as we see, it's Travis Etienne who's in some visible pain and needing a look out from the training staff. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hey, go! Soka, hot!
Throwing from the gun. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third down, they need 7.
Hey, son, here we go.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Red on red. This is hot. 30 left. Think right open. Silver.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And he's caught. It's Travis Hunter. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look so easy.
Second and 3 now.
Rip, 23. Hey, Zern, this is hot. 11.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Intercepted, but wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief.
Kate, you could hear the roar of the crowd celebrating the touchdown, but not so fast. Catch looked good. You got to get both feet down as well.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Lisa, 24. Hey, Soko.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. On 4th down, here's Lawrence. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, Hey, here we go, Sunday.
Here's Smith. Throw wheeled in by Baylor. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ready? 390%.
And off to Genty. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Offense to the line, second down. Shotgun snap to Smith. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Smith on third and long. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up fourth and long.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
He gets it away, but nothing on that one. Oh, this is awful. Headed towards the sideline. First and 10 from the 43.
On the red.
Lawrence now off the play action. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Red 23. Silver.
From the red zone on first. Pass him on the quick hitter. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Jaguars football.
明日22時キックオフになりました。